Well, this is a 2023 YZ450FX, and I want to know why it's 6 pounds heavier than the Honda. Kyle, do you know how much the YZ450FX weighs? Let's find out. Well, this is a 2023 YZ450FX, and I want to know why it's 6 pounds heavier than the Honda I had last year. So I'm pretty excited about this bike. It's a 2023 YZ450FX. A ton of you guys have been wanting me to have one of these bikes and ride it and review it. So as you can see, this bike weighs in at 255 pounds, which is 115.8 kilograms. And I'm just looking, like, what I do is I weigh all the bikes full of fuel with no aftermarket parts. Now, I mean, I haven't really looked into this at all, but I'm just like, hey, I just look on my website. If you go to dirtbikechannel.com and it's under, I think it's under resources. Yeah, it's under resources. One of the things in there is dirt bike weight comparison. And I try to get most of the bikes. If I was doing it right, I would weigh every bike before I put any aftermarket parts on here, but sometimes I forget. But on the 450R, the Honda CRF 450RX, I weighed that thing last year. It was 249 pounds. And this is 255. So where are the 6 pounds of, like, blubber on this thing? Serious question, like, we would really want to know. You've got, this is a sick bike. It's going to be super fun to ride. Full disclosure, I think my favorite, my favorite four strokes that I've had over the last, I don't even know how many years, it was a 2020 YZ450FX. So this is the big brother and like the son or grandson of that bike. In the 450 version, so this should be super stinking fun to ride. And I know what a lot of you guys are thinking, like, Kyle, why do you have a 450 on the channel? You've spent like a decade poo-pooing 450s, and you're not wrong. Here's the thing. The reason why I like to kind of dissuade people from getting 450s is because it's too much bike for most people. But there is a use for these things, and there's a ton of people that love them, and it doesn't even matter what I say, there's gonna be a ton of people that buy them. Now, what I want to try to get people to avoid doing is buying these as your first or second motorcycle. But you've been in this, if you've been in the sport for a few years, 5, 6, 7, I don't even know, whatever, yeah, you're gonna wanna try a 450. And these 450s really, really shine out in the faster speeds and out in the desert. And I can't wait to get this thing out there. I know that Eli Tomac seems to be doing really well on the moto version of this, which is just the YZ450F. He's just killing it with that Star Yamaha team. And honestly, we're not, you know, professional motocross racers or supercross racers or anything, but it proves that the bikes are capable. And honestly, all of the bikes from major manufacturers are capable. And I had so much freaking fun on that Honda last year. I was like, whatevs, let's get the 450 version of this in the Yamaha, because the 250 version is absolutely stellar. I love that motor. So one of the cool things about this bike is you can use the Yamaha Power Tuner app, which I'm gonna re-download onto my phone. I just picked up this bike yesterday, drove 8.5 hours through the snow to get it, and then I just brought it in here and did the weight on that thing. So with this bike, I probably won't be doing a ton of stuff to it as far as modifications. I might get a skid plate that covers the linkage, but I'm not planning on doing much hard enduro with this. I may put tubeless on the bike. But that's just about it. And then this will be a sweepstakes bike for March of 2022 in case you're interested. That's what my tentative plan is, along with a really, really super sweet gas that you're gonna have to see to believe it'll be a one-of-a-kind bike. So that's what we have planned for this Yamaha YZ450F. Actually, the rims are super sweet. The wheels on these things, it's like this anodized blue. The Excel, is it Takasago? I don't know if that's how you pronounce it, but I have a soft spot in my heart for these Yamahas. It was a Yamaha, I was kind of a Yamaha guy. Like, I had a Yamaha Banshee, a 1998 Yamaha Banshee. That was the 2-stroke twin cylinder 350cc four-wheeler. I had that back when I was in high school. And then my first bike was a Yamaha YZ450F. It was a 2009. I bought that in 2010. Nearly killed me. And then I think I had a 2014 Yamaha YZ450F. And then I haven't had one until now. So 2023, it's been 9 model years. They're still doing the backwards canted motors. And then your airbox is up here on the top. Your fuel tank cap is here under this, you know, first part of the seat. And then this is your fuel tank. I haven't even looked to see. It's like a 2-gallon fuel tank or something like that. You got your throttle adjustment over here. Actually, is that where we adjust our idle? This is the hot. That's the hot start. But I don't know if this is where. Oh yeah, we adjust our idle right here on that little screw. So Still have the pancake style up here, pancake style air filter up on the top. Don't know if I love those, but it does get it higher. These bikes are super loud. I've ridden these as snow bikes before, and because your intake is up here, it's crazy loud. These bikes are very loud, at least when I've ridden them. Inside the helmet, I feel like these bikes are louder than some of the others because of your intake is up here. It just makes it seem louder to me. But yeah, we're gonna go through the bike and just ride it as much as I can through a little in February, and then in, yeah, because we're almost into February. Ride it in February and March, and then give it away as a sweepstakes bike. So I won't have it for a ton of time, and that's good for you because then you'll get a bike that's basically brand new. But that's what I've got for you today. So 255 pounds, seriously, why is it 6 pounds heavier than the Honda? I don't know. So if you have any ideas why you think it's 6 pounds heavier than Honda, put that down below. But these things are rocket ships. I'm sure it is. All the 450s I've had are rocket ships. It'll be interesting to see though, if this bike tends to be easier to ride than the Honda, or feels like it's easier to ride, or if I can't tell the difference, because I haven't had the Honda for a quick minute now. It's been 6, 7, 8 months since I rode the Honda. But yeah, super excited for the YZ450FX, baby. Another 450 on the channel. It's always good to get a non-orange bike in here. I love the KTMs, right? But Yamaha, these are my favorite 4-strokes. At least up to this point, I would take a Yamaha 4-stroke over a KTM 4-stroke, and that's just serious. In fact, I've just really, really loved them. So hopefully this bike doesn't disappoint and we have a great time with it. So if you have any questions about this bike, send me an email. Oh, also, if you want to support what we're doing, use my links to Rocky Mountain ATV. They're down in the video description, and they're over on my website, dirtbikechannel.com. You can just click on Shop Rocky Mountain ATV right from there, and that'll kick you over to their website with my affiliate link, and that helps to support everything we're doing here. Helps to support that little girl that's just outside the camera frame that's drawing on my whiteboard. And yeah, that's how I support my family, is through these affiliate links and through the dirt bike sweepstakes and through ad revenue, through YouTube and those different various sources. Patreon, PayPal, those are great ways to support what we're doing. And I try to turn around and push that, give these things right back to you. I don't take money out of the business account. I just use it to pay my bills and to feed my family, and then we stick it right back into the business and try to perpetuate this forward. So thanks so much from the bottom of my heart. And until next time, leave a single track.